ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सत्तनाभिः दशेम देवहितैर्यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो हरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अग्ने नय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देवभयुनानि विद्वान् युजोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेन वो इष्टान्ते नम भुक्तिं विधेम ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसि जायताम् आराष्ट्रे राजन्यः चोरैषभ्यो अतिव्याधि महारथो जायताम् दोग्ध्रीं धेनुर्वोढान् नड्वान् आसु सप्तिः पुरन्धिभ्योषा जिष्णारतेष्ठाः सभेयो युवा अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायताम् निकामे निकामेन पर्जन्यो न वर्षतु फलवत्यो न वोषधयः पच्यन्तां योगक्षेमो न कल्पेताम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणचक्षुः स्तोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वो ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु अनिराकरणम् अस्तु निराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम नमस्ते
Mr. Gopichand ಅವರೇ, come on, recite the sutras.
Right, sir. Shiva Tandava Stotram. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸರ್?
I'm just
ಜಟಾಟವಿ ಗಲಜ್ಜಲ ಪ್ರವಾಹ ಪಾವಿತ ಸ್ಥಲೆ ಗಲೇ ಬಲಂಬ್ಯಲಂಬಿತಾಂಬುಜಂಗ ತುಂಗ ಮಾಲಿಕಾಂ ಡಮಡ್ಡಮಡ್ಡಮಡ್ಡಮನ್ನಿದಾತವಡ್ಡಮರ್ವಯಂ ಚಕಾರ ಚಂಡ ತಾಂಡವಂ ತನೂತನ ಶಿವ ಶಿವಂ ಜಟಾಕಟಾಹ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಭ್ರಮನ್ನಿಲಿಂಪ ನಿರ್ಜರಿ ವಿಲೋಲವೀಚಿ ವಲ್ಲರಿ ವಿರಾಜಮಾನ ಮೂರ್ಧನಿ ಧಗಜ್ಜಲಲ್ಲಲಾಟ ಪಟ್ಟ ಪಾವಕೆ ಕಿಶೋರ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರೇ ರತಿ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ಷಣಂ ಮಮ ಧರಾಧರೇಂದ್ರ ನಂದಿನಿ ವಿಲಾಸ ಬಂಧು ಬಂಧುರ ಸ್ಫುರದ್ದಿಗಂತ ಸಂತತಿ ಪ್ರಮೋದಮಾನ ಮಾನಸೇ ಕೃಪಾ ಕಟಾಕ್ಷ ಧೋರಿಣಿ ದುರುದ್ಧ ದುರ್ಧರಾಪದಿ ಕ್ವಚಿದ್ದಿಗಂಬರೇ ಮನೋ ವಿನೋದ ಮೇತು ವಸ್ತುನಿ ಜಟಾಭುಜಂಗ ಪಿಂಗಳ ಸ್ಫುರತ್ಪಣಾ ಮಣಿಪ್ರಭಾ ಕದಂಬ ಕುಂಕುಮದ್ರವ ಪ್ರಲಿಪ್ತ ದಿಗ್ವಧೂಮುಖೇ ಮದಾಂಧ ಸಿಂಧುರ ಸ್ಫುರತ್ ಗುತ್ತರೀಯ ಮೇದುರೇ ಮನೋ ವಿನೋದಮದ್ಭುತಂ ಬಿಭರ್ತು ಭೂತ ಭರ್ತರೀ ಸಹಸ್ರಲೋಚನ ಪ್ರಭುತ್ಯ ಶೇಷಲೇಖ ಶೇಖರ ಪ್ರಸೂನ ಧೂಳಿ ಧೋರಣಿ ವಿದೂಸುರಾಂಗ್ರಿ ಪೀಠಭೂ ಭುಜಂಗರಾಜಮಾಲಯಾ ನಿಬದ್ಧ ಜಾಟ ಜೂಟಕ ಶಿರೈಚಿರಾಯ ಜಾಯತಾಂ ಚಕೋರ ಬಂಧು ಶೇಖರಃ ಲಲಾಟ ಚತ್ವರಜ್ವಲ ಧನಂಜಯ ಸ್ಫುಲಿಂಗ ಬಾನಿಪೀತ ಪಂಚಸಾಯಕಂ ನಮನ್ನಿಲಿಂಪನಾಯಕಂ ಸುಧಾಮಯೂಕಲೇಖಯಾ ವಿರಾಜಮಾನ ಶೇಖರಂ ಮಹಾಕಪಾಲಿ ಸಂಪದೇ ಶಿರೋಜಟಾಲಮಸ್ತು ನಃ करालपाल पट्टिका दगज्ज्वल धनंजयादरीकृत प्रचंड पंचसायके धराधरेन्द्र नंदिनी कुचाग्र चित्र पत्रका प्रकल्पनैक शिल्पिनी त्रिलोचने रतिर्ममाम् ನವೀನ ಮೇಘ ಮಂಡಲಿ ನಿರುದ್ಧ ದುರ್ಧರ ಸ್ಫುರತ್ ಕಹೂನಿ ಶೀತಿ ನೀತಿ ನಮ ನೀತಿ ನೀತಮ ಪ್ರಬಂಧ ಬಂಧು ಕಂದರಃ ದಿಲಂಪ ನಿರ್ಜರೀಧರಸ್ತನೂತು ಕೃತ್ತಿ ಸಿಂಧುರಃ ಕಳಾ ನಿಧಾನ ಬಂಧುರಃ ಶ್ರಿಯಂ ಜಗದ್ದುರಂದರಃ ಪ್ರಫುಲ್ಲ ನೀಲ ಪಂಕಜ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಕಾಲಿಮ ಭ್ರಮ ವಿಲಂಬಿ ಕಂಠ ಕಂದಲಿ ರುಚಿ ಪ್ರಬದ್ಧ ಕಂದರಂ ಸ್ಮರಶ್ಚಿದಂ ಪುರಶ್ಚಿದಂ ಭವಶ್ಚಿದಂ ಮಕಶ್ಚಿದಂ ಗಜಚ್ಚಿದಾಂತ ಕಚ್ಚಿದಂ ತಮಂತ ಕಚ್ಚಿದಂ ಭಜೆ ಅಕರ್ವ ಸರ್ವ ಮಂಗಳ ಕಳಾ ಕದಂಬ ಮಂಜರಿ ರಸ ಪ್ರವಾಹ ಮಾಧುರಿ ವೃಜಂಬಣ ಮಧುವ್ರತಂ ಸ್ಮರಾಂತಕಂ ಪುರಾಂತಕಂ ಭವಾಂತಕಂ ಮಕಾಂತಕಂ ಗಜಾಂತಕಾಂತಕಾಂತಕಂ ತಮಂತಕಾಂತಕಂ ಭಜೆ ಜಯತ್ವದ ಬ್ರವಿಭ್ರಮದ್ ಭ್ರಮದ್ಮುಜಂಗಮಸ್ವರಾತ್ ವಿನಿರ್ಗಮತ್ ಕ್ರಮಸ್ಫರತ್ ಮರಸ್ಫುರತ್ ಕರಾಲಪಾಲ ಹವ್ಯವಾಡ್ ಧಿಮಿದ್ ಧಿಮಿದ್ ಧಿಮಿಧ್ವನನ್ ಮೃದಂಗ ತುಂಗ ಮಂಗಳ ಧ್ವನಿಕ್ರಮ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಿತ ಪ್ರಚಂಡ ತಾಂಡವ ಶಿವಃ ದೃಷದ್ವಿಚಿತ್ರತಲ್ಪಯೋರ್ಭುಜಂಗ ಮೌಕ್ತಿಕಸ್ರಜೋರ್ಗರಿಷ್ಠಲಸ್ನರಷ್ಟಯೋ ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ ಪಕ್ಷ ಪಕ್ಷಯೋ ತೃಷ್ಣಾರವಿಂದು ಚಕ್ಷುಷೋ ಪ್ರಜಾಮಹಿ ಮಹೇಂದ್ರಯೋ ಸಮಂ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಯನ್ಮನ ಕಥಾ ಸದಾ ಶಿವಂ ಭಜೆ ಕದಾ ನಿರಿಂಪ ನಿರ್ಜರಿ ನುಕುಂಜ ಕೋಟರೇ ವಸನ್ ವಿಮುಕ್ತ ದುರ್ಮತಿ ಸದಾ ಶಿರಸ್ತಮಂಜಲಿಂ ವಹನ್ ವಿಮುಕ್ತಲೋಲಲೋಚನೋ ಲಲಾಟಪಾಲ ಲಗ್ನಕಾ ಶಿವೇತಿ ಮಂತ್ರಮುಚ್ಚರನ್ ಸದಾ ಸುಖಿ ಭವಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಇಮಂ ಹಿ ನಿತ್ಯಮೇವ ಮುಕ್ತಮೋತ್ತಮೋತ್ತಮಂ ಸ್ತವಂ ಪಠನ್ ಸ್ಫುರನ್ ಬ್ರುವನ್ನರೋ ವಿಶುದ್ಧಿಮೇತಿ ಸಂತತಂ ಹರೇ ಗುರೌ ಸುಭಕ್ತಿಮಾಶು ಯಾತಿ ನಾನ್ಯಥಾ ಗತಿಂ ವಿಮೋಹನಂ ಹಿ ದೇಹಿನಂ ಸುಶಂಕರಸ್ಯ ಚಿಂತನಂ ಪೂಜಾ ಅವಸಾನ ಸಮಯೇ ದಶವಕ್ತ್ರಗೀತಂ ಯ ಶಂಭೋ ಪೂಜನ ಪರಂ ಪಠತಿ ಪ್ರದೋಷೇ ತಸ್ಯಾ ಸ್ಥಿರಾಂ ರತಕರೆ ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ ತುರಂಗಯುಕ್ತಾಂ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಂ ಸದೈವ ಸುಮುಖೀಂ ಪ್ರದದಾತಿ ಶಂಭುಃ.
Beautiful. So, though there are some slips, but you are a friend of Shiva Tandava. And the
ಅಲ್ಲ
stotra done
ನಾನು ಇಂಪ್ರಾಂಪ್ಟುನ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಮಧ್ಯ ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ
ಹೌದೌದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ನೀವು ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರಲ್ವಾ,
ಹಾ
ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಅಕ್ಷರಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತೋಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ವಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಜಂಪ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸೊ. ಬಟ್ ಎನಿವೇ, ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯು ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕ್ರಿಟ್. ಈ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಸಮಾಸಗಳು ಅದು ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಬೈ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಿನ್ Dasagriva. So Dasagriva, and with this sloka and further with this prarthana and further other, Shiva could not but attend to the prayer of Ravanasura, accepting to give him the Atmalinga ultimately. Shiva Tandava andrenu, actually what people like, that you have to, if you focus and talk about it, people get really under our favor, is it not?
Correct.
Because whatever we like, somebody comes and tells, oh, you like this and all that. So that's exactly what Krishna, this Dasagriva, Ravanasura got him. And therefore, he tried to describe him in various manner, that in these 15 slokas, 15 compliments are there for the Lord Shiva. And the request for him ultimately is that, because this in the first sloka, this is that Shivam Tanotu is that, but he's a Shiva. Whatever said and done, Lord Rudra is taken as the Shiva, peacemaker and happy provider, happiness provider, and he should always bless that we remain peaceful, we remain healthy and all that. So Shiva Shabda has many meanings. And Shivam Tanotu. Tanotu means to continuously make us engaged, engrossed, that we will be enjoying throughout the span of our life. ನಮ್ಮ ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಭೂಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ, all the time he has to be attending on the prosperity and continuity of our thing. And moreover, he is not inactive, Chanda Tandavaha. So he is always vigorous and in very much bright and very powerful in his dancing, and that you call him as a Tandava. And in the second sloka, we are given the request to him that who is this fellow Krishna, Shiva Andre? He has got a small crescent moon over his crest as an ornament. That is, the crescent moon also likes to grow to be a Purna Chandra. So he made Kishora Chandrasekhara, to whom, in whom he has got to have, the devotee has to have rati. Rati is the absolute devotion, because that's why in Yajurveda it is said, those who are influenced by the rati, they will not be aware of anything outside that with which he is that. Otherwise, striya samparishvaktaha bhashyam na janati iti ratihi antar. So supposing you are in embrace with a girl or a boy, a girl in embrace with boy, they will never be able to see anything other than both of them. So like that, ratihi pratikshanam mama tanotu chandrasekharaha. And of course, we have covered the descriptions already, but every time you read this sloka, looks very much new. ನಾವು ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Because it is a poetry. it is poetry, or it is a kavya, and otherwise it is called a stotra kavya ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕವಿನಾ ಕೃತಂ ಕಾವ್ಯಂ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರಂ, ಸ್ತುತಿ ರೂಪಕವಾಗಿರುವ ಕಾವ್ಯ. It is in the form of praise and prayer. So in second sloka, he asked for the pratikshanam ratihi. There should not be any kind of break in love and devotion towards Paramatma. We cannot take an intermission. So if at all we like to take intermission, God must not leave us free in that intermission. We have to be, he has to pratikshanam, every moment of ours in our lifetime has got to be guarded and protected, and see that we are remembering him. That's why ratihi pratikshanam mama kishora chandrasekhare. And again, the other descriptions we have noted that, and there is a nirjari upon the crest of that, and about the lalata and all that. It's a beautiful dhyana sloka to imagine how does this Shiva appear to us when he is at a frenzy, at a great emotional excitement and dancing. Normally, that kind of vigorous dance could be witnessed by only Parameswari, Lalita Parameswari. See, Mahapralaya Tandava Sakshini Lalitambika Namaha. So, Mahapralaya Tandava. So, Lasya is no more good. When Pralayam taking place, there should be Tandava Nrutya. That is, there is a lot of roar, there is a lot of sound, lot of darkness. Well, when Pralayam taking place, because the Surya, Chandra, Nakshatras, and all of them have been cancelled. So, because these are all the astro bodies which give light in the world. They are light and they shed light. But when light itself is put off, you can imagine pitch darkness. ಈಗ ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ, ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, he is a Chiranjeevi. Saptaite Chiranjeevina, all these 7 rishis were witnessing along with Amavaru the pralayam happening. Pralayamali, the entire world is being filled with the water, and there is a pitch darkness. Andham tamaha kruchnam. The entire universe is water, 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 and no light at all. And Markandeya Maharshi was wondering, what is this? And of course, they are light, therefore they are able to, with their light, they will see that something like your headlight. When you are going in the main road, there won't be any street lights, the main road while driving. The reflectors kept on the road will be the road showers. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಟಿಂದನೇ ಆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೋಡ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಕಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಾ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ಷಣಂ ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ವಾಸ್ ವಂಡರಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ತುಂಬ ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಬೇಬಿ lying down in the Ashwatha Patra, Vatapatra we call it. And then that's what is the imagination of Lila Sukha when he says, Padaravindam Vadanaravinde Vinivesayantam Vatasya Patrasya Pute Sayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. So Mukunda becomes a Bala. And the resting place for him is the Vatapatra, and keeping his foot finger in his mouth, chewing. So imagine that particular state, and it's very powerful mantram. And like that, here you observe, formally, he is there very much all that. And in the third sloka, we have noted that Dharadharendra Nandini. Now Parvati comes into picture because the Shakti, Parvati is the Shakti Rupini, and one must have that energy. One must have that kind of support without which anybody is hopeless and useless and not capable of that. Therefore, in the third sloka, Dharadharendra Nandini Vilasa Bandhu Bandhuraha. Who is that? Digambaraha Shivaha. That is, the Shiva is having the entire quarters themselves as his attire. ತನ್ನ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಕ್ಕುಗಳೇವ ಅಂಬರ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟೈರ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಡ್ರೆಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಗಂಬರಃ ಅಂಥ ಅಂಥ ಮಹಾನುಭಾವ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ? Vastuni manaha vinodam etu. So he has to see that you love the vastu, the optical, the object on which you have to focus your attention. That is the vastu here is the Paramatma. Vastu, the Shiva is the Paramatma, and manaha vinodu, because it's all the mind that should be entertaining itself. If your mind is not agreeable, you will never do anything. Manayeva karanam bandha mokshayoho. Either to get attached or detached, the mind is very important. Supposing if your mind is not well placed, moody or distressed, then you will not love it. But the maintenance of the mood management, or maintain the mood in a normal way, that again is Paramatma's influence. Now, Manassu Yavaglu is compared to the mercury. It will not be stable at all. It will be always having the simple harmonic motion, A to B, B to A and all that, and Chanchalam. So, Chanchalam hi Manappartha, or so Manassu Chanchalavagirutte. ಚಲೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಥ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ it should focus its attention upon Shiva and try to entertain itself. Vinodam etu digambare. Andrenu Shiva by himself does not have anything upon him attractive. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಶಿವನಲ್ಲಿರೋದು? ಕಪಾಲ ಬೇಡ, ಹಾವು ಬೇಡ, and ಕಪಾಲ and also the ನಾಗಹಾರ ಬೇಡ, ನಾಗ ಯಜ್ಞೋಪೇತ ಬೇಡ, ಏನು ಬೇಡಲ್ಲ. That's why Shiva has least maintenance. For that he possesses. Whereas Vishnu has got lot of maintenance. ಆ ಕೌಸ್ತುಭಹಾರ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ವಿಷ್ಣುಗೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಪ್ರಿಯೋ ವಿಷ್ಣು. ಬಟ್ ಶಿವನಿಗೆ ಈಸ್ ಅಚ್ಚ ಯತೀನಾಂ ಯತಿ that he doesn't want. But still he has his focus upon the mind to keep the mind absolutely happier, and therefore we make a prayer to him. Aya digambare Shivaha manodam Shivaha vastuni manaha vinodametu. So I'm just trying to refresh. ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೇನೋ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಗೋಪಿಚಂದ್ ಸಮಾಚಾರ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇನು ಸಾರ್ ಧುರಂಧರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಈ ಧುರ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಧರಹ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಧುರ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ axle which will be kept over the two bulls to pull the cart. Otherwise, the bulls don't pull the cart. That is the dhuram, responsibility. So the responsibility upon Shiva is to take hold of the continuation of the life of the persons, and if at all any difficulties were to come up, all those calamities have got to be cancelled, and compassion, krupa kataksha, compassion should be shown towards the bhakta. And in the fourth sloka, you have seen that another thing is mano vinodametu, and adu thirdly. Again, another sloka is there, another prayer is there to Lord Shiva, that he is being complimented as a bhuta bharta. Bhuta bharta, bhuta andre living beings. Also those who have lived and departed, and otherwise is called as preta. So there are prapanchadalli two varieties are there. ಒಂದು ಭೂತ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರೇತ. ಭೂತ ಅಂದರೆ lived, and preta is departed, disappearing. He is not available upon the earth, but he will be hovering over. That's why it is said on Mahalaya Amavasya day, all the 33 Pitru Devatas will come and stand at your threshold. ಏನಪ್ಪ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದು ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಬರೀ ನೀರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಫರ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ದೆಮ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ಭುತಂ ಮನಃ ಭೂತಭರ್ತರಿ ವಿನೋದಂ. ಈ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಚಂಚಲಂ ಮನಃ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್, ಅಸ್ಟಾನಿಶಿಂಗ್. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಓಡೋಗತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ 2 ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಈಟ್, ನೀವೇ ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ, ಎರಡು ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸಡನ್ಲಿ 2 ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ಯು, ಬೆಲ್ ಹೊಡೆದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಸೊ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, ದೋ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಯು, but your mind will be changing and say, oh, those 2 biscuits you give to the boys, saying that. So the boys are extremely happy. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ತರಹ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ಬಿಭರ್ತು ಭೂತ ಭರ್ತರಿ ಅದ್ಭುತಂ ಮನಃ, and ಕೃಪಾ ಕಟಾಕ್ಷ is there, and ಮದಾಂಧ ಸಿಂಧುರ ಸ್ಫುರತ್ವ ಗುತ್ತರೀಯ ಮೇದುರೇ ಮನಃ ವಿನೋದಂ ಅದ್ಭುತಂ ಬಿಭರ್ತು ಭೂತಭರ್ತರಿ. ಸೊ ಭೂತಭರ್ತರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಭರ್ತ. ಸಿ ಭರಣಂ ಕರೋತಿ, ಭರಣ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಧಾರಣ. ಸೊ ದ ಧರ್ಮ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಧರ್ಮ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗಾಡ್? ಟು ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಆಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. And also he has to give food for everybody. For example, so many trees are there, vanaspatis, but ನಾವು ಪಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರುವ ಗಿಡಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀರು ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. We just put water only for the pot culture. But those trees which are in plenty in the forest, who will pour water to them? Paramatma only. Therefore, ವನಸ್ಪತಿಗಳನ್ನಾಗಲು, ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವತಾರವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುವ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಯನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನ. ಸೊ ಬಿಭರ್ತು, that responsibility is there. 4th sloka. I am just moving to quickly to go to the 6th or 7th sloka, where from we have to start explaining. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5th ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀಯೈ ಚಿರಾಯ ಜಾಯತಾಂ ಚಕೋರ ಬಂಧು ಶೇಖರ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಇವನನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಚಕೋರ ಬಂಧು ಶೇಖರ. See, chakora is the bird which depends upon the rain water only as the food. And if rain comes, it drinks water, opening the mouth, and also that is called chakora birds. And they are blind also. And so there are so many characteristics for Chakora birds. Therefore, they stand as an example. The two birds stand as an example for earning and waiting. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಷಮ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಷಮಾಧರಿತ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಚಕೋರ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅಗಾಗ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್, ಟು ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ರೈನ್ ವಾಟರ್, and all that features are there. Something like in Ramayana Sundarakanda, that Sita Devi is like a Chakora Pakshi. And so she says, I wait for Rama to come kill Ravana and then take me away. And even though Hanuman offered to take her over his back, but she just laughs. At least one time she laughed in Lanka. She is looking at the stupid idea, proposal by Hanuman that he will carry her over the ocean to the feet of Rama. How can she stand that speed and all that? So Sita is wise and she just laughs at him. In the same manner, the Sita, but she says that I will wait for 1 month so that Rama will be able to come with Sugriva, Lakshmana and all army, put off this Ravana and take me. That is present. Then you take. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಮಹಾಕವಿ ಬರೀತಾರೆ, ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಾಕ್ಷಸ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೋತಿ ಆ ಸೀತೆಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ರಾಮನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಅಪಕೀರ್ತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಪಕೀರ್ತಿ ಟು ರಾಮ ಆರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಧನುಸ್. ಕಾ ನಾಮ ರಾಮ ಧನುಷಃ ಪ್ರತಿತಾ ಪ್ರಸಕ್ತಿ. ಅಂತ ಆದರೆ ರಾಮನ ಧನುಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ here it is said, and whatever that action that Shiva does, it should have chirai chiraya jayatam chakora bandhu sekharaha. So Shiva is a constant guard and protector of the chakoras, that is, who have large number of expectations in life, desires in life, wants in life, all those, right? Because as Kalidasa puts it in Malavikagnivitram, ekayiswarye sthitopi pranata bahufalepi yasvayam kruttivasaha kanta sammisra dehopi avishaya manasam yapparastarjitinam sanmargalokanaya ವ್ಯಪನಯತುನ ವಹಾತಾಮಸೀಂ ವೃತ್ತಿಮೀಶಃ ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಳಿದಾಸ ಶಿವನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸೆಡ್ ಪೊಯೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಕರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಈವನ್ ದಶಗ್ರೀವ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿ ಚಕೋರ ಪಕ್ಷೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಹೋಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆಯ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಚಿರಾಯ ಶ್ರಿಯೈ ಜಾಯತಾಂ ಶಿವ. ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ಶಿವ? ಬಂಧು. ಬಂಧು ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬಂಧು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಾಸ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಸನಾತನ ಧರ್ಮ. ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವೇರ್ ಬಂಧು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೋತ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇನಿಯಸ್, ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಬಂಧು, ರಾಮ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ squirrel, friend of monkeys, friend of so many people. So that's why Rama was able to enjoy the cooperation of so many things. That's why Rama stands a good example. So bandhu ಅನ್ನೋ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಯಾಂತಿ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಸ್ಯ ತಿರ್ಯಂಚೋಪಿ ಸಹಾಯತಾಂ ಅಪಂಥಾನಂತು ಗಚ್ಚಂತಂ ಸೋದರೋಪಿ ವಿಮುಂಚತಿ ಅಂತ ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯಾಯವಾದ ಪಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋವರೆಗೆ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್ ಈವನ್ ದಿ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್, ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಜಂತವಃ ಅಪಿ ಸಹಾಯಂ ಕುರ್ವಂತಿ. ಅದೇ ನ್ಯಾಯವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಾವಣನ ತರಹ ಹೋದರೆ ಸೋದರೋಪಿ ವಿಮುಂಚತಿ, ಈವನ್ ದಿ ಓನ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬ್ರದರ್ will desert him. Vibhishana deserted Ravana, but Kumbhakarna could not do it because he is obliged 6 months sleep and 6 months eating. was allowed by Ravanasura to Kumbhakarna. So that was the argument when Bhishma went and asked him, come and take Saranagati in Rama. Then Kumbhakarna says, no brother, I cannot come. You are the only blessed boy in our Polastya Vamsa, among our three brothers. You should only get the grace and kingdom after the battle, well, where I and Ravana would be killed. Like that Kumbhakarna tells Bhishana. So that's why you see Chakora, Bandhu, Sekharaha, Adu Chiraya, Sriyajayatam. Shiva should never be a Rudra, Ghora Rudra, but he should be Aghora Rudra. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಘೋರ ಋಷಿ. ಸೊ ಅಘೋರತ್ವಂ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್, ನಾನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಶಿವ, ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಶಿವ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೋಪಿಚಂದ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಶಾಂತಂ ಪದ್ಮಾಸನಸ್ಥಂ ಶಶಿಧರ ಮಕುಟಂ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಶ್ಲೋಕ, ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ನೋ ಇಟ್ ಗುಡ್. ಶಾಂತಂ ಪದ್ಮಾಸನಸ್ಥಂ ಶಶಿಧರ ಮಕುಟಂ
ಕರ್ಪೂರ ಗೋರಂ ಗೊತ್ತು ಸರ್, ಕರ್ಪೂರ ಗೋರಂ.
ಅದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
ಕರ್ಪೂರ ಗೋರಂ ಕರುಣಾವತ
ಕರುಣಾಲವಾಲ
ಸಂಸಾರ ಸಾರಂ ಭುಜಗೇಂದ್ರ ಸಾರಂ ಭುಜಗೇಂದ್ರ ಹಾರಂ
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
ಸದಾ ವಸಂತಂ ಹೃದಯಾರವಿಂದೆ ತಮಂ ನಮಾಮಿ ಸಹಿತಂ
ಹೃದಯಾರವಿಂದೇ ಸದಾ ವಸಂತಂ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆ ಕವಿಯ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್. ಈ ದಶಗ್ರೀವನ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಚಿರಾಯ ಶ್ರಿಯೈ ಮನಸ್ಸಿ ಜಾಯತಾಂ ಚಕೋರ ಬಂಧು ಶೇಖರ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾನೆ ವಿಷ್ಣು, ಶಾಂತಾಕಾರಂ, ಆಕಾರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೈಸೂರು ಪಟಾಟೋಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೈಸೂರವರು ಅವಗಂಧಾನದ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಅವರೇನೆಂದರೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಅನ್ನ ಸಾರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಆದರೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ರುಮಾಲು ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಜೋರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಲು, ರುಮಾಲು, ಮೈಸೂರು ಟರ್ಬನ್, ಅದು ಈಗಲೂ ಮಾರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೈಸೂರು ಟರ್ಬನ್ ಯಾರು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಮೈಸೂರು. ನನಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮೈಸೂರು ಟರ್ಬನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಸನ್ಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಐ ನೆವರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅವರದ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆಂಟ್, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರಿಮ್ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್. ಈ ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಎದ್ವಾಗ ನಿಕ್ಕರ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಟೀ ಶರ್ಟು ನಿಕ್ಕರ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ದುಡ್ಡವರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಕೋರಮ್, ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ಡ್ by Sriya Ichiyaraya Jayatam Chakora Bandhu. And also Nibaddha Jata Juta Bhujanga Raja Malaya ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಶಿವನಿಗೆ ತಾಂಡವ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ತನ್ನ ಜಟ ಜೂಟ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ಈ ಹಾವುಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಂತೆ, ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಅದನ್ನು ಗಂಟು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಭುಜಂಗರಾಜ ಮಾಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಂದರೆ, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಜಟಾಜೂಟ ಆಫ್ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ರುದ್ರ. ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ 5th ಶ್ಲೋಕ ನಮಗೆ ಶಿವಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಸೂಕ್ತಂ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ತಾಂ ಆವಹ ಅನಪಗಾಮಿನೀಂ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಂ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಅನಪಗಾಮಿನಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, she should not think to get out from our house. She should be constantly guarding and providing everything in our house. That's why we ask that ನಿಶ್ಚಲವಾಗಿರುವ ಅನಾಗಮ ಅಂತ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಯನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಾಪ ಅಂತ we make a condition to Agni to bring that Mahalakshmi here. Now in the 6th sloka, again another compliment is given to the Rudra, is called Mahakapali. Mahakapali is a Kapala, that is ಭಿಕ್ಷಾ ಪಾತ್ರ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ತುಂಬ ಫಾಲೋಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ರುದ್ರನಿಗೆ, ಆದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಡೆಯನಲ್ವಾ ರುದ್ರ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಮಹಾಕಪಾಲಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ he has got so much of ನಮನ್ ನಿಲಿಂಪನಾಯಕಂ ನಿಪೀತ ಪಂಚಸಾಯಕಂ. ಈ ಪಂಚಸಾಯಕನಾಗಿರೋ ಮನ್ಮಥನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. See, he has burnt that kama, and therefore that kind of Mahakapali, by Maha Vairagya is too much. Sampade Sirojatalam Astunaha. So now you make a prayer to the tuft of hair of Lord Rudra. So he is called as a Kapardin. ಎಷ್ಟು thiಕ್ಕಾಗಿದೆ ಆ ಹೇರ್ ಆನ್ ಶಿವ is that he was able to arrest the speed and flow of Ganga and remain upon his crest absolutely. That was the mark of success and distinction in him. Therefore, Siraha Jatalam. Jatala is the collectivity of the dress. So, Astu Naha Sampade. See, you are using the word Sampada, Sampada, Anta Pada ide. Sampada has been defined in number of meanings. And one of them is nothing in Sampadaha, Samna Sampadaha. The Sampadas, what we talk about, is not real wealth, but what is wealth really is the Narayana Smriti and the Srutar. If you remember the name of Ramayana, Narayana, that itself is the real Sampada that will maintain your Sampada here and your Sampada to get that in a other world. Therefore, that type of Sampada has got to be maintained by Paramatma because he is a Bandhuhu. He is a relation to all people. Mahakapali Sampada Sampade Astu Naha Sirojatalam. So Astundu. So actually ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಭಾಗ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರಿವರ್ಡ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಯಾವ ವ್ರತ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಂಗಪೂಜಾ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ. ಹೌದಾ ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಅವರೇ? ಸೊ ಅಂಗಪೂಜಾ ಗಣಪತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಆಗಲಿ, ನಾವು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಡೂ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಪೂಜಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅನಂತ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ದೇವತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಂಗಪೂಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈಗ ಸಿರೋಜ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ರುದ್ರ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿರೋಜಗಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿ ಹೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂದಲು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ. ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳು ಮುಂಡನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಹೇರ್ ಅಪ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಹೆಡ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ hair is a point of attraction to many people. Suddenly sometimes the marriages take place between man and woman. If you ask the girl, why you choose that boy, she will say, oh, his hair is so thick and black and all that. And the hair mere comment ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And sometimes people also like little bald people. Then why do you like the bald groom for your marriage? Then she will say, I don't like hair always, right? So ಈ ತರಹ actually hair ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ in Naishadam, Damayanti's hair is being described more than 6 slokas by the Sriharsha. ಅದು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ರಿಚ್, ಹೌ ಥಿಕ್, ಹೌ ದಿ ಹೇರ್ ಟ್ರೆಸಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಶಿವ ನೆವರ್ ಕೂಮ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೇರ್. ಹೌದಾ? So Gopichandar, because he has no mother. Why he did not groom? Why his hair has become matted hair? Because he has no mother. Mother would take care of the hair also. The moment the mother gives the bath for the baby, the first thing she does is to comb the hair, put some decorate and embellish or decorate the boy, the baby and all that. So, but even mother ilvalla. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಶಿರ ಜಟ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಮ್ಯಾಟೆಡ್. ದಿ ಹೇರ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ರುದ್ರ became completely matted, so matted that nothing easily falls down from his hair. Therefore, the Shiva accepted to hold the Ganga fall, the celestial Ganges, Ganga Bhavani jumping down from the height of the heaven. Actually, When Ganga appeared, she said, no doubt I will jump down from heaven. How can I, who is there to hold me and then slowly let me go inside, on the earth floor? Then you see that Bhagirath faced problems at every step, poor fellow. But in spite of it, his prayatna did not stop at all. So that's why the river Ganga has got the great famous name, Bhagirathi. And again, Janhu Maharshi also is one who has arrested the flow of Ganga, and again at the request of Bhagiratha, the Ganga was released on condition that from now on also this Ganga should be called as a Janhavi river. So Janhavi into Janhu Maharshiya Magalu anta. Anyway, so ಈ ಶಿರೋಜಟ ಜಟಾಜೂಲದ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಜಾಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಿರೋ ಜಟಾಲ, ಅದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಶಿರೋ ಜಟಾಲಂ ಮಹಾಕಪಾಲಿ ಸಂಪದೇ ಅಸ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ರುದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಕಪರ್ದಿನೇ ಚ ಪುಲಸ್ತ ನಿವ್ಯುಕ್ತ ಕೇಶಾಯ ಚ. ಕಪರ್ದಿನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಿವ, ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್, we talk it. Then ವ್ಯುಕ್ತ ಕೇಶ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು. He is having a clean shaven head. So Shankarara, so unless one has to become a sannyasi and a Varivrajaka, he will not be more respected and he cannot give more and more upadeshas and be a preacher of the Sanatana Dharma. Dharma bodha, Atma bodha, Sarira bodha, etc. E bodha cannot be given unless he will not have much attestation unless he is a yati. Therefore, Siro Jatalamastu Naha. And now we go to the 7th sloka, where Karala Bhala Pattika Dhagad Jwalat Dhananjaya Huti Krute Prachanda Panchapayake Kruta Prachanda Panchasayake Dharadharendra Nandini Kuchakra Chitra Patrakaha Prakalpana Ekasilpini Trilochane Ratirmama. Here the best compliment, 7th sloka, I'm just reading and given the idea that Shiva has been characterized as a Silpi, the sculptor. Silpa, from him only the Silpa Shastra has come up. So whenever you want to build a house, a building, a nagara, etc., town planning, if at all you want to make, you should first put the central pillar, and that central pillar is Lord Rudra. This has been marked very beautifully by Banabhatta in Harshasaritam. He says a beautiful Namaha Sivaha Tunga Siraschumbi Chandra Chamara Charave Trailokya Nagararambha Mulastambhaya Shambhave. Nodra? Trailokya Nagararambha Mulastambha is the architect, Lord Rudra. He is the Mulastambha, the central pillar. In order to start construction of the palaces or building connecting the three worlds, Trailokya Nagara Arambha, in order to inaugurate the three worlds, at first he became the first pillar. That's why when you go to Draksharamam in Andhra Pradesh, you see that also it is Dakshinakasi, they call it, and Shiva is there present in all places. And another point with Shiva is he has been committed, like Bhishmacharya making a pratigna to his mother Satyavati, somebody. And so he makes the Santana Maharaja saying that he will not marry. That's why he became a Bhishma from then onwards. Otherwise, he was called Devavrata. So here also that kind of oath has been taken up. And that oath is keeping up. So he said, I am Lord Rudra. He made a tapas to Rudra and made him to accept to hold the Ganga falling down, coming to that, because she will go to Patala directly with that speed of fall, with that force of fall that she would have from the height of the, that, Jalapatam, we go to waterfalls, and you can see the splash of the waters depending upon the height from which the water flow jumps down to the ground. So ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಅಂದವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. People go to see the waterfalls, ಜೋಗ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಆ ಫಾಲ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, and that's a matter of great thing. That's why here Prakalpana Ekasilpini, and the Eka means unique. There is no second to Lord Rudra in respect of the knowledge of the Silpa Shastra. ಅದರಿಂದಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳು ಶಿವನಿಂದಲೇ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. That's why we say ನೃತ್ಯಾವಸಾನೆ ನಟರಾಜರಾಜೋ ನಿನಾದಢಕ್ಕಾಂ ನವ ಪಂಚವಾರಂ ಉಧೃತ್ಯ ಕಾಮಸ್ತನಕಾದಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಾನ್ ಏತದ್ವಿಮರ್ಶೆ ಶಿವಸೂತ್ರಜಾಲಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೃತ್ಯಾವಸಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಚಂಡ ತಾಂಡವ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಋಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಮಹರ್ಷಿಗಳು, ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ been given inkling to develop shastras, and that shastra came from sound only. See, all shastras is sound. If at all you want to know what's happening inside our body, sound is important. How are the sounds inside the body? Heart sound, lung sound, etc. So stomach and all the sounds. That's why the doctor is able to tell the health of the part of the body inside, depending upon the kind of sound he listens to or he feels like. That's why he is Ekasilpini Anavaga. He is the unique sculptor. He is the unique architectural scholar and all that. Prakalpana is the important. You understand? What is an architect? Architect is a creator. He is the Brahma, actually. For example, the engineer, what building plan he writes upon the blue sheet, that building has got to be transferred upon the site. So there only the intelligence of the sculptor is very much exhibited. So paper ಮೇಲಿರುವ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾನು ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ it's really a great intelligence and skill and experience and expertise. Therefore, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7th ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕಲ್ಪನಾ, ಈ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಕಲ್ಪನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, the Dhyana slokas are there. He will take the Dhyana sloka according to the description, picturization found in the Dhyana sloka. A figure has been drawn out. That's why, Mahabalipuram is a place where there are expert Silpins, and there are so many centers, and people are invited. The Silpis are invited outside India also. They stay for some months and prepare idols of Rama, Krishna, Shiva and all that, and then they leave. In fact, when they want to build temple in America or other places, they invite the Silpins. Yake, they are all very experts in prakalpana. Kalpana is desire. Kalpana is only creation. But prakalpana is something unique which cannot be copied by anybody, because that is the highest expertise and skill in which the other day, Sunday, I think Saturday, I spoke on the skill in warfare or in war of goddess Durga to manage different kinds of Rakshasas and approach them and try to put them down. ಅವರು ಸಾಯಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ the Rakshasa are not easily vincible. They are all invincible fellows, undefeatable fellows. But Parameswari has to have lot of kalpana, prakalpa. See that, supposing they come, they suddenly disappear, she also disappears and finds them. Suddenly they jump high in the sky, Akasha, Niralambam, she also finds Niralambam. So, for example, Nisumbha Rakshasa also, he will just suddenly flies up into this air she also flies into the air. And she so fights with them that she make with her sword, she makes the Rakshasa fall down on the ground, then she will kill him. So this way, that Prakalpana Shakti is there in Lord Rudra. So Prakalpa, Adurulu kuda Ekasilpini. He is the all alone, unique, unmatchable creator and architect. But and ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ the complement is Trilochana, three-dimensional. See, two eyes is normal. And the third eye, that is Gnana Netra, Agni Netram. And the third eye is important. Therefore, here he has been Chitrapalaka, Panchasayaka, Chitrapalaka, and Trilochana, and again Ratirmama. ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ರತಿ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಏನಂದರೆ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. when people, man and woman in youth agree to come together and make a family and live long life, and even though they become 80, 90, until their last breath of their life, they should have bandha and remain. That is the Indian marriagehood. So they call it as a, they call it as a Brahmi Vivaha. Among 8 Vivahas, the first one is Brahmi Vivaha, which will be constant and long life. That's why Dirghayuhu, Dirgha Saumangalyata Siddhyartham, Sri Lalita Panchadashakshari Mahamantra Japam Karishye, or all this Mahagauri Japam Karishye, Yakendre Dirgha Saumangalyata Siddhyartham. This Mangalya must remain long life. And that the Mangalya Devata is Mangalayai Namo Namaha, is Gauri, Shiva's consort. Therefore, the Shiva Trilochana, even Parvati is Trilochana, Lakshmi is Trilochana, all these Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. But the Trilochanatvam is being meticulous and visible for Rudra and Bhavani and Mahalakshmi. So any Mahalakshmi stotram you take, she is having the third eye. So every man, every being has got third eye. That's why we have got to protect the third eye with some tilak, sindhuram or anything like that. Bengalis use sindhuram to cover that. And even they don't have Mangalya much. I think they will take sindhuram here. That's why Simantini anta Saundarya Lahariyalli Shankaracharya Simantini Sindhuram anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಆ ಸಿಂಧೂರ indicates the Simantini Swarupam. So that's why here Trilochane Mama Ratihi Nanna Rati anta. ಆಮೇಲೆ in the next 8th sloka, we have come up to 8th slokas, the 7 slokas over. And 8th sloka, we have got to explain word by word also. And slowly we are going. And because you cannot simply see, actually when our Gopi Chand read it, it was hardly few seconds. Or some 1 or 2, 3 minutes. But when you sit to understand what is the content and what is the suggestion, what is the description of the Rudra, and appropriate to our desire, appropriate to the dancing style, appropriate to the nature, because he has to hold the moon over as a crest ornament. He has to sustain the serpents on his body. He has to keep on the Kapala Patra. Oh God. And moreover, his Jata Juta is so tight that they will be just flying in the air. That's why you just imagine the Nataraja Vigraha, which all dancers keep and make prayer, and that Nataraja Vigraha has been designed and icon prepared in 12th century AD, as I know, as I studied somewhere, by Rajaraja Narendra Chola anta. Chola Maharajaru ಈ ನಟರಾಜನನ್ನು ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ ಶಿವನ ಜಟಾಜೂಟದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ when he is doing dance. So not only the not only the footwork in dancing is being shown forth, but also the body, the loose one which is on the crest or in the that also will take, because it is matted, that beauty is different. Therefore, here Trilochane, Silpini, Prakalpana, Ekasilpini, and and also Dhananjayaha. This Shiva is said to be Dhananjayaha. Dhanam means Yuddham. Jaya is the success. So he has got victory in several battles. Among all battles that Shiva has taken part, the Tripurasura Samhara is taken to be the maximum one, very difficult one, and therefore we always talk about Tripura Samharaka, and his consort Parvati is known as the Tripura Sundari. And there are Tripura Sundaris in that Tripurasura cities, but she is said to be Maha Tripura Sundari, and thereby her compliments, I mean her greatness is so Mahasabda is added. Even in the Agni Sukta, Agniಗೆ ಮಹಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟು epithet ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, adjective, because of the suruktim, because of the noble behavior of the fire. That is, fire has not got any discrimination to burn. Whatever it is that he will burn. That's why that Agni has got goat as his vahanam, because the goat is one. Make ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, there is nothing that it cannot eat. All leaves it will eat. Therefore, Agni also would burn any and everything without any consideration. So that's why you see Dhananjayaha, Dhanam Yuddhani Jayati Sada is called Dhananjayaha. And that Shiva's complement Dhananjayatvam is being given as a mark of compliment or honor to only Arjuna. So Arjuna is called Dhananjayaha. And so whenever in number of times Arjuna has been addressed as Dhananjaya by Krishna himself, so that he will be ready to participate in the Kaurava Pandava war and bring success for Dharma, because all the attention is by Krishna is focused upon Arjuna. So he be accepted to be the charioteer for Sarathi for Arjuna, and therefore he takes the compliment as Partha Sarathi. ಎನಿವೆ, ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥಗರ್ಭಿತವಾಗಿ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ಹ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರುದ್ರನ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಮಹಾನುಭಾವಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಮಹಾನುಭಾವತ್ವ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡಬೇಕು. Kalidasa ultimately at one point describes Dushyanta by a Rishi, Mahanubhavo hi khalu Dushyantaha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ದುಷ್ಯಂತ ಮಹಾರಾಜ is the only Mahanubhava among his heroes. So he has got number of heroes, but I think he has given that Mahanubhava compliment only for Dushyanta, because he is an interloka traveler and interloka helper also. He goes to help Indra to fight the Rakshasas. Like that, here he is called as the Maha Eka. And Dharadharendra Nandini. There is some Srungaram also attached to that in third line. That because Ekaiswari Stitopi Pranata Bahupalepi Yaswayam Krutivasaha, but Kanta Sammisra Deha. As Kalidasa puts it, his body is divided by the woman he married. So that's why Ardhanariswaratvam. So Ardhanariswara Swarupa is supposed to be a most powerful Swarupa for dhyana, for puja and all that. And even Shankaracharya also describes ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಎಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಧ ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ she has not any satisfaction. She wants to occupy the entirety of the personality of Rudra. In fact, she is completely a Karuna Samudra. Shiva, Shivani, Rudra, Rudrani, Bhava, Bhavani. All these names tell that she is absolutely enveloping force even for the male energy, and ultimately Shiva, Shakti, Ekaswarupini. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ಧರಾಧರೇಂದ್ರ ನಂದಿ. ಧರ ಈಸ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್, ಧರೇಂದ್ರ is the mountain lord, Himavan. For them, she is a Nandini. Nandini is the Parvati, because any child is a matter of great happiness to the parents primarily, mother first, and then father, and then all relations. That's why our Bhavabhuti says in Uttaram Charitam, Apatyam, say Ananda Grandhi Rekoyam, Apatyamiti Kachyate ಅಂತ ಉತ್ತರಾಮ ಚರಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಅಪತ್ಯಂ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಧರಾಧರೇಂದ್ರ ನಂದಿನಿ, ನಂದಿನಿ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ನಂದ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಾವು ದುಃಖ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಟೋಗತ್ತೆ, ಸಂತೋಷ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದಿ ಬೇಬೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಹೌಸ್ will relieve your all fatigue instantaneously, and anger and all the dismay, all that loss of mood, the moment you see your child, then you come back home. That's why Dharadharendra Nandini, Anta Nandini ಆಗಿರುವ ಹಿಮವಂತನ ಮಗಳು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಭಾರ್ಯ, and he has got all that. So this way you observe all that. And the 8th sloka, I just read and stop. ನವೀನ ಮೇಘ ಮಂಡಲಿ ನಿರುದ್ಧ ದುರ್ಧರ ಸ್ಫುರತು ಕುಹೂನಿಸೀಥಿನೀತಮಃ ಪ್ರಬಂಧಬದ್ಧ ಸುಗಂಧರ ನಿಲಿಂಪ ನಿರ್ಝರಿ ಧರಸ್ತನೋ ನಿರ್ಝರೀಧರ ತನೋತು ಕೃತ್ತಿ ಸಿಂಧುರ ಕಲಾನಿಧಾನ ಬಂಧುರ ಶ್ರಿಯಂ ಜಗದ್ದುರಂಧರ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, he's got Jagadhurandhara. Poor Shiva, he has got to look after Apipilaka Gajaparyantam, right from the ant up to the elephant, he has to take care of it. Also Abala Gopa Viditam, right from a balas in the villages up to the Gopa, the Maharaja sitting on the throne protecting the land and people. So ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ he is being called as Jagadhurandhara. Again, Sriyam Tanotu Karotu. So Sriyam is equal to Sampada. Sampada is equal to Aishwarya. Aishwarya is equal to Ananda. See, ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯದಿಂದ ಆನಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಶಾಂತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ he is always described as a Sri Lakshmi. ಆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಸಂಪದ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಂಡೇ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಲಿಟಲ್ ಲೇಟ್ ನಾಗೋಣ. ಇಫ್ Gopi Chand is ready for 9 o'clock, I think we'll be able to do it. Otherwise, we shall wait for next Sunday. Om Swasti.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Bhijyankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamasta, Shri Vasudevarpanamasta, Shri Veda Purusha Ashirvadostu. Om Shri Matru Charanaravindarpanamasta. Om Tat Sat.